What's up, racing fans? This is Keith, and I'm back in the saddle again here on Each and Every Stride. Let's go. That's right, racing fans. Thank you so much for tuning back in here to the Each and Every Stride YouTube channel. And my name is Keith. I'm coming at you with a Saturday selection card of 5 horses that I like for the Keeneland and Oaklawn cards for this Saturday, April 12th. I really like these horses' chances, and I got a lot of big prices for you guys too. So hit the like button on this video and subscribe to Each and Every Stride. It's great to be back with you guys. I'm going to be making a bunch more content here, and before you know it, it's going to be the first Saturday in May for the Kentucky Derby, and really the field has started to really assemble. And without some defections, we really got a pretty clear picture of who's going to be in the starting gate. But as you know, things can change rather quickly. So stay tuned here and have those notifications on Each and Every Stride. Let's look at back a couple of weeks ago. I came out with a Friday featured pick show. So this one you're tuning in now is going to be Saturday. So I'm kind of going to be rotating. I'm going to be keeping track, though, of all these picks that I give out. So on the Friday featured show that we did have a winner at Penn National. So that was a 1 for 4. So we hit 25%. It's not too bad, right? For kind of like a horse trainer kind of angle here in horse racing. So, just starting out here with this show format. So 1 out of 4, 25%. I'm also going to keep track of in the money results too. So we had 2 horses out of those 4 in the money. So that was a Friday feature pick show I had a few weeks back. It's great to be back with you guys here on the Each and Every Stride YouTube channel. So let's talk about some horses here. I got 5 total that I really like, and I'm going to pull up some old-fashioned PPs. Let's take a look here from my computer here real quick, and I'll get that for you guys. All right, let's look at this here together for you right here. Great. So I got first one I have here is Gambler's Tale. So Gambler's Tale is going to be race 4. So this is going to be, I'm going to have 3 horses for Keeneland, and then I'm going to wrap it up with 2 at Oaklawn. But this is race 4, the number 10 Gambler's Tale, 10-1 morning line. As you can see, we're going to be off the pace here with the slow S0 on the Brisnet, pace there. So this horse is going to need a setup, but I really like this one to get into the money. We got 7 furlongs on the dirt. So this is a stretch out from the 5.5 furlongs at Oaklawn last time. I like the stretch out in distance. And that last start at Oaklawn, that was the first start off of the layoff since November. So I expect a better performance here. This horse, Gambler's Tale, was claimed by John A. Ortiz. And I like the move of the blinkers off. So second off the layoff here. This horse has actually run well in Kentucky. He actually back in October ran a second place effort at Keeneland in October at the same 7 furlong distance. So if you go back and watch the replay of that, that race there in October, this horse had a pretty eventful trip. Eventually found room, got around some tiring rivals there, but it was a little too late though. Got second place. I like Umberto Rispoli is named for this horse here, who's having a great start to 2025 for Rispoli. The jockey is actually hitting 20% of his races. So a very good, solid percentage there for Rispoli. And I like Gambler's Tale to hit the money. So at least first, second, and third there. We got a price to start out with you guys, hopefully into the winner's circle with this pick at Keeneland. So that was my first pick here for Gambler's Tale. Let's take a look at Ready for Peace. So this is actually going to be the next race. Maybe put a little daily double together for you guys there. So remember these ones. This is also 8-1 morning line, Ready for Peace. Interesting horse, 8-1 morning line. Going to be definitely putting that daily double together. So thanks, guys, for following along here on the Each and Every Stride YouTube channel. This horse, Ready for Peace, going to show good early speed. Came from a pretty tough Gulfstream allowance optional claiming races. So finished 5th place and then most recently 3rd place. So I like the progression of getting better there and now got in the money last time at that tough race at Gulfstream. I really like the spacing in between races. So let's look a little bit further for you. Let's see here. Got the, so we got off the layoff from Keeneland. Then you go February 9th, March 9th. Now we're right around April 9th. So this is the 3rd off the layoff angle, right on cue right with the months there lined up. I like it. Perfectly mapped out, I think, right there. And I think that ready for peace is going to fire a big one. Now, it's interesting that this horse was claimed for 75K last race at Gulfstream, but now you're in a protected allowance condition. So maybe the connections really think they have something here. They don't want to lose the horse via claim, which means another trainer can put in a request to claim the horse. This horse is protected here. I like that a lot. That's a sign of confidence. And now you got Ready for Peace is actually turned now into a turf horse. This horse actually ran in the Breeders' Cup Futurity, and that was won by East Avenue. So we just saw East Avenue with a game second in the Bluegrass. And East Avenue is going to be in the starting gate, it looks like, for the first Saturday in May. But this horse has taken a completely different path, but he's been facing some tough ones even back at that Breeders' Cup Futurity. So that was on dirt. Now this horse is on the turf. And I think that race actually, for what it's worth, in the Breeders' Cup race, this horse Ready for Peace was fractious, hard to load, and was eased. So just a throw out. But now the path is the turf here. Comes back to Keeneland. Already has 2 workouts over the Keeneland track, which I really like. And now third time on the turf back at Kentucky. I think this is going to be a good horse here to get in the money. Ready for Peace. Hopefully going to be ready to get into the winner's circle this Saturday at Keeneland. Let's take a look at a horse that you guys are probably familiar with. Was on the Kentucky Derby trail. Disappointing last 2 efforts, a 7th and a 7th. So this is the Lexington Stakes, Grade 3. I think it's more of a preview for the Preakness Stakes, though. I don't see any of these runners qualifying for the Kentucky Derby with the qualifying points that needed to get into the gate there for the Derby. So rather think that this is an interesting race, though. Hypnus, I like this horse a lot. Now we got Luis Saez named aboard. Thankfully, it looks like Luis Saez is okay because he recently had a spill this week at Keeneland. I was praying and I read some tweets online that it looks like Saez is going to be okay. No broken bones. I just got home now from a busy day, so I have to see if he was actually riding today. He wanted to ride. So I'm going to go under the assumption that Saez is going to be aboard Hypnus. So this is for Kenny McPeak. Now, this horse did run March 22nd at the fairgrounds at Louisiana Derby. Disappointing effort, but comes right back with a bullet workout. So 4 furlongs, 47-2. Wow, that's some really racehorse time right there. That's a really good workout. Best of 45 workers that day for the horses. And you have Luis Saez aboard, who's known to be, hopefully he's 100% healthy, an excellent gate jockey to getting the horses out quickly. Now, this is a horse that is going to be, looking for the setup here, Hypnus, off the pace, 6-1 morning line. I think it's going to be a good setup for him. Now, Kenny McPeak is a trainer. He's doing steady. He's hitting 15% so far in 2025. I know Kenny had a magical year last year, and we got Torpedo Anna going to be running at Oaklawn this same day. So all eyes are going to be on Oaklawn as well. But I think that the pedigree for Hypnus, I've always been interested in the pedigree with this horse. And this suggests that this horse is into mischief, dirt, so you can't go wrong with that. This is, you've seen what Into Mischief's done the last several years. Out of Dream Tree, mare, and by Uncle Mo. Wow, what pedigree right there. So definitely 4th start of the career for Hypnus. I think there's only a way up for this horse. I like how the horses came back with the bullet workout, 6-1 morning line. If I can get something like 4-1, I might be running to the windows, because get 4-1 on this horse in this kind of field. Now you're going to have number 4, Rolando. I think this horse is going to be sent. And then number 9, Touchy, is also going to be sent from the outside, I predict. So could have some pretty fast fractions up front there. Could set it up for the closers like Hypnus come Saturday in the Lexington Grade 3. Let's talk about another horse here that I'm interested in as well, guys. So this is going to be a money shot. Hopefully getting into the money for us here on this Saturday pick show that I'm coming out with. So thanks so much for tuning in. And let's talk about number 7, Money Shot. Now, this is Oaklawn Park. So I've covered 3 for Keeneland. Let's go with Oaklawn Park here. And this is going to be for Money Shot. Let's talk about this horse. So this is going to be race 9 at Oaklawn. I really like the setup for this horse. Now, this is an interesting angle that I've actually used through the years, and I've actually seen some TV personalities use it as well. This is what's called the eased angle. So this horse, Money Shot, didn't even finish the race at all, did not finish. So it's actually what happened was this horse stopped and just jogged. Now, it was nice that the jockey obviously took care of this horse, just wasn't his day to finish at all. So, but comes right back with 2 workouts on the work tab, even 20 days later. That's not concerning for me. And on March 22nd, and then on looks like April 1st, a solid workout of 5 furlongs. So I like the extra furlong workout here. Let's take a look at it. Let's go a little bit further on the PPs here. Yeah, 4 out of 20 horses. So that's excellent that this horse is looking healthy, back to actually square one, back to the original plan where this horse was eased and didn't finish the race. So I like it. I like how the horse came back to the 5 furlongs. It's a great sign. This is the classic eased angle. So what can happen here is this horse didn't even really run a race last time at all, comes back, hopefully, knock on wood, healthy, and then comes back with a nice workouts. I think this horse is ready to fire a big one, Money Shot, and also comes back to that same 1 mile and 1/16 distance. So I was saying it's the same plan before. And this is for a small barn with only 17 starts this year, but you have an experienced jockey in Travis Wales. Wow, Travis Wales has actually had over 8,700 starters in his career. So got an experienced jockey. I like that. And I don't see a lot of speed in this claiming event. So I'm hoping sort of for like a mid-flight stalking trip. Stalk and pounce from that 7 post. Hopefully save a little ground, but also stay clear of traffic issues as well. So I like this horse, Money Shot, get in the money 8-1 morning line. So giving you guys some prices here for Saturday. This is at Oaklawn. And then I got the next race at Oaklawn. So that was race 9 at Oaklawn. I'm going to wrap it up with race 10 here. So maybe another little daily double. Big prices to be had that I feel like as well. So as I mentioned, Torpedo Anna is going to be racing on this card, so definitely stay tuned. I saw her at the Parks Derby last year. Wow, unbelievable. I was so honored to see that horse. Actually watched it with the trainer right next to me, Kenny McPeak, so couldn't get any more of a household type feel there as a horse player watching the star do her thing. Let's talk about Record Point. Very experienced horse here, ran 20 times, has 4 wins, and had a nice solid 4th place effort last time off the bench at Fairgrounds from the November layoff. So this horse was off since November and ran March 8th at the Fairgrounds. So this is the 2nd start for Record Point. Comes back, I think it's going to be much stronger here. The horse is banked over $300,000 doing it the hard knocking way of a lot of in the money finishes. Now, what's interesting to me that caught my eye with Record Point here is that this horse was in for $62.50 in a claiming price last out. And now you're getting, let's see, it was last out then, now 50K. I'm sorry. So 50K was at the claiming price last time. Now you're in for $62.50. So the claiming price went up. So basically what the connections are saying that they don't want to maybe lose this horse. They went up the claiming condition, not down. So I like that. I even if it was $12,000, I think it's a good sign. I think that the connection, this is a hard knocking horse. I've seen this horse run before. I like the good energy of the last race. And then if you watch the replay, this horse did have, I know it's a controversial thing sometimes to gallop out, but I think that this horse did have a nice gallop out. 12-1 morning line. I'm willing to find out. Record Point, you got a nice post, number 3 there. This is for trainer Chris Hartman, and Rafael Bergerano will be aboard. Thanks so much, guys. I appreciate you. And let's take a look at how my picks. So I'm just going to do a quick review here. And of course, I'm going to keep track of it all. So these are my Saturday picks here. Let's go back to this first slide. So this is Keeneland. So I went over 3 picks from Keeneland. Race 4, I'm going to go with number 10, Gambler's Tale. Race 5, could put a daily double together there, is number 5, Ready for Peace. And race 9, it's going to be the Lexington Stakes. It's actually Kentucky Derby points on the line. Don't really see any of the contenders having enough qualifying points, but I like number 8, Hypnus. Actually was interested on last time. I think this is the field that he breaks through, comes back on a quicker, easier spot. So those are my 3 picks there for Keeneland this Saturday, April 12th. And then for Oaklawn, I like race 9. I like number 7, Money Shot. As I mentioned, just a lot of the changes there. And then race 10, number 3, Wrecker Point. Thanks so much, guys. I was so glad to, be back. Obviously some, good life issues going on. So busy times, but I'm so glad to be making this content with you. And, make sure you had those notifications on and hit the like button on this video and give me a subscribe as well. Really appreciate that support. We're over getting close to 150 subscribers here on the Each and Every Stride YouTube channel. And it's viewers like you that want to make me keep coming back and making content. So let's see how these horses do. I would actually include them, at least in horizontal plays, maybe some exotics, exactas and tries. I really think these horses can spice up the tote board. So let's all cash on Saturday. Cheers, everybody. Let's have a great Saturday. Take care now.